Coming up on Network Africa, Nigerians celebrate 19 years of unbroken democracy. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres pays tribute to the men and women serving in UN peacekeeping operations all over the world. And escalation of fighting in South Sudan puts thousands of civilians at risk. Hello everyone, welcome to the program. I'm Joke Rogers. We begin today in Nigeria, where the country is marking Democracy Day. May 29th commemorates the nation's return to democracy in 1999 after several years of military rule. In his presidential broadcast to the nation on the occasion, President Muhammadu Buhari made a pledge that would delight millions of Nigerian youths. The promise to sign the Not Too Young to Run bill into law in a couple of days. Among his administration's other achievements in the last 3 years, President Buhari focused on security, including the degrading of Boko Haram insurgents and rescue of hostages. He also dwelt on the successes of anti-corruption fight and the performance of the economy, amongst other things. Our correspondent, Charles Eruka, reports.
My dear Nigerians, today marks the 19th year of our nascent democracy and the third anniversary of this administration.
In a 25-minute broadcast, the president highlighted key areas of his administration's achievements, focusing mainly on security, corruption, and the economy. He began with how security challenges have been tackled.
Before this administration came into being 3 years ago, Boko Haram held large areas of land spanning several local governments in the northeast. Today, the capacity of the insurgents has been degraded, leading to the re-establishment of authority of government and the release of captives, including happily 106 Chibok and 104 deputy girls, and over 16,000 other persons held by Boko Haram. The unfortunate incidences of kidnappings, herdsmen and farmers' clashes in several communities, which have led to high number of fatalities and loss of properties across the country, is being addressed, and the identified culprits and their sponsors shall be made to face the full wrath of the law.
While commending the gallantry of the security forces in the role they've played, with a promise of better training and equipping, President Buhari also provided a scorecard on the war against another menace: corruption.
Various policy measures already put in place to stem the tide of corrupt practices are yielding remarkable results. Some of these key reform policies include: A, the Treasury single account has realized billions of naira being saved from maintenance fee payable to banks. 200 billion naira has also been saved from elimination of ghost workers in public service. B, the whistleblowing policy has helped to recover over 500 billion naira. C, the Prudential Initiative of Continuous Audit set up with a mandate to validate controls, assess risks, prune personal costs, ensure compliance with public financial management reforms, has helped to identify and remove over 52,000 ghost workers from the federal government MDS payroll.
Having inherited a challenged economy in 2015, the Buhari administration's efforts at overhauling it are also spotlighted.
For the first time, 30% of the budget was earmarked for capital expenditure, which represents an upward review when compared with the 2015 budget. The SIP was followed by the development of a comprehensive medium-term plan, the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan 2017 to 2020. The National Bureau of Statistics reports that the economy grew by 1.95% in the first quarter 2018, which is a good performance when viewed against minus 0.91% in first quarter 2017.
Achievements in the areas of education, job creation and transport are also showcased, but significantly, the power sector has also recorded a rare milestone.
In the area of power generation, Nigerians from all parts of the country continue to report better power supply and less use of generators. With new facilities, repairs and rehabilitation by government and private investors, generation capability now exceeds 7,500 megawatts.
And for the youths of Nigeria and their aspirations, President Buhari had some very heartwarming news.
In few days to come, I will be joined by many promising young Nigerians to sign into law the Not Too Young to Run bill.
Of course, as the elections approach, the president called on all citizens to avoid hatred and intolerance and instead tread the path of fairness, justice and peaceful coexistence. In the days to come, the key issues in the president's broadcast are expected to dominate public discussion. Charles Eruka for Channels Television News.